tight hips, sitting for a long amount of time. In today's class, we'll help you to release tension and segmentation from the hip region, leaving you feeling more open, grounded, and free of movement. So let's get started. This is Arpita, your yoga therapist and Ayurvedic practitioner. For today's class, we're going to go ahead and lie back down on the mat. To begin with, you'll start with your knees bent, and let's make sure your legs are a little bit wider here, mat distance. Taking your time, starting with the gentle reminder that the focus is on the hips today. So just be mindful throughout the class anytime when you're moving into any hip mandala or hip rotation. Let's take a deep breath in and out through your nostrils. Then we'll start with a gentle movement of taking both your knees to one side of your mat. Come into the recline variation of moving into one rotation and moving into another rotation. So anytime we focus on the hips, it's not only stretching the hips, it's more focusing on strengthening and moving in all 6 movement of the hips. So windshield wiper legs here, taking your time as you take both your knees to the right side, maybe pausing here, starting to feel a nice stretch into the outer hips of your left side. As you inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, and switch to other side. Nice. Pausing here. When you're ready, come back in. Both knees hugs into the chest, and again a gentle rock here, side to side. We'll continue to hug the right knee into the chest, dropping the left sole down on the floor. Take another inhale breath here. And as you exhale, we'll bring the right sole up towards the ceiling, coming in a half happy baby variation. So starting with keeping your hands to the back of your leg here. If you want the opposite leg, the left leg, start to be straight here. And then you can slide your right hand to maybe the ankle or all the way to the foot here. So be mindful, both the shoulders are still resting on your mat. Back of your neck is long here. And the stretch is truly into your right side of the hips, especially in the inner groin region here. Nice. Take another inhale, exhale breath. And then go ahead and bend through the left leg. You're going to bring your right knee on top of left. So not a reclined pigeon, but a reclined variation of a Gomukhasana. So for this pose, you're going to lift your shoulders off the mat first. Grab hold whatever comes easy for you. So in my case, I can grab hold of the ankle, but if in your case, if it's not, then maybe the calf muscle. And as you exhale, draw those knees close to you, and then taking those ankles kind of away from each other. So you're starting to get a nice stretch into the outer hips and the IT region here. A little bit in a QL. And our lower body, our hips, is where we have what we call the weight-bearing joints, right? So it's very important to focus on releasing the segmentation in this region. Nice. Take another inhale, exhale breath. Then when you're ready, let's go ahead and release both knees back into the chest. And again, you can just kind of gentle rock, moving your hips, just freely moving here side to side. Very good. When you're ready, go ahead and hug through the left leg. We'll bring the right sole down, coming in a half happy baby on the left side. Be mindful when the left knee, if it's, keeping in a line with the ankle, knee, hip. And then if it feels good in your body, especially in your lower back, then only go ahead and straight through that right leg. another inhale, exhale breath here. And when you're ready, let's bend through the right knee. Bring your left knee on top of right. Lift both soles off the floor, lift the shoulders off the mat. Take an inhale breath first. And as you exhale, as you draw those knees close to you, go ahead and release your head and shoulder down on a mat. You're most likely to just stay here. If this is too intense, you can always do one leg at a time. So this could be one leg variation when your right leg is straight and one knee only bent. So just see what works with you in your body. If you already have a tight hips to begin with, then maybe doing a modified variation would help. Be mindful the pelvis is level, you rest it, your pelvis is on the floor, you're not lifting off the mat here. Take another inhale, exhale breath. Again, you get a nice stretch into those outer hips, IT, a little bit of a QL side of the outer hip muscles. And then when you're ready, both knees back into the chest, a gentle rock here, side to side. Very good. When you're ready, I want you to roll to one side of your mat and then just bring yourself up in a comfortable. We're gonna come into tabletop, and from there, I'm gonna bring our big toe together. Let the knees kind of fall out. So notice wider leg variation. And then bring your hands forward front of the mat as you arrive into that child's pose. Nice. Let's take an inhale breath, look forward. Stay on your fingertips, take the heel of the hand off the mat. And as you exhale, walk your fingertips to your right side of your mat. Very good. Getting a nice lateral stretch here. Beautiful. Take another inhale, exhale breath. And then coming back to center. Take another inhale breath first, and then as you exhale, walk all the way to left side of your mat. Backing up, back into that child's pose once again. And then when you're ready, bring yourself back out into the tabletop. I want you to tuck your toes, take your hips up and back, and coming into that first downward facing on the exhale. As you inhale, bend through the knees and come all the way back into that child's pose. As you inhale, backing up into the table, and as you exhale, bend one leg and keep one leg straight as you come into that downward facing. So we're going to alternate legs as we come into that downward dog. Inhale, bend through those knees, and exhale into that child's pose. Once again, inhale, backing up into the table, and exhale, right knee bend, left leg straight, downward facing. Last time, bend through both your knees here, and then exhale into that child's pose. Taking your time, inhale, coming back into table, look forward, bend your elbows and come all the way on the belly. Stay on your forearms, take your legs a little bit wider today. If you can bring all the way out, maybe mat distance, that would be great. Forearm stays low. Take an inhale breath here. And then next inhale, lengthen your spine and come up and take your legs off the floor as you come up here. Nice. Now, as you exhale, lower down just a little bit, not a whole lot, just tiny, and then bring both legs in if you can. Again, inhale, lengthen your spine, come up in a cobra variation, but the legs are wider. And as you exhale, the legs comes in as far as you can. Chin slightly draw in. Inhale once again. And this time, bring yourself all the way down. Nice. Bend through your knees. Come back into that on the belly. Windshield wiper legs. Very good. And then take your time and meet me in a tabletop variation. We're going to come in a lizard variation, but before we get there, I want you to take your right knee, lift it up, and just simply circling here with that right knee, roll out. So it's more about the hip, right hip, than less about that kneecap. And then when you're ready, I want you to step that right foot forward in a lizard variation. So take your time, first arrive into that lizard pose. You have your two blocks. If you want to use your blocks for your lizard. And I want you to take your right toes a little bit out to the side. Notice how I take my toe out and then open up into the inner arches here. Nice, and then staying here. Beautiful. Both hands on the blocks here. Take another inhale, exhale breath. You can use your right hand to gentle. We're not twisting or we're not getting into a lateral stretch, but just staying here, nice, open into those hips. Beautiful. From here, you're going to bring your right toes facing to the front of the mat first. We're going to switch here. So take your left hand outside. You can use a block and then tuck your back toes and lift yourself up. Now from here, you're going to come into the outer edge of the back foot and then take your right toes facing to right side of your mat. So this is how you're going to end up. Your right knee, your right toes, and your right hip. We're going to come in a side plank variation. As you inhale, take your right arm up and over as you bow the top hips here. And as you exhale, very slowly and very gentle, come down. Again, inhale, coming up, and exhale. One last time, inhale, 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 all the way bow the top hips. Come back into that downward facing dog. Take another inhale breath back into that table. And then exhale. Once again, sit back into that child's pose. Nice, take your time. Back into that tabletop. And then we'll come into the left side. So from the table, remember taking that left knee off the floor. And we're just going to move into that hip mandala on the left side. So taking your time, making those hip circle here. And then when you're ready, step the left leg forward. Right knee down, and coming into that lizard variation. So you can use a block. And then finding the left toes, remember moving to the left side of your mat. Inner arches, come off. You come on the outer edge of that left leg. And notice as soon as you do that, you're getting a nice opening into the left side. And we're getting into that external rotation. And again, just staying here, not twisting or going into the side bend yet. Just breathing here. Now, take your time, take an inhale breath slowly. First, come out into your classic lizard. So classic lizard where your toes are facing forward, knee, ankle, knee, hip, everything lined up. So come to that variation. Then we're going to switch. If you're going to use a block, bring a block with you. And then from here, you can use your hand and then kind of bring your leg to the left side. Come on on the blade of the right leg on the back. And then again, notice the knee, hip, knee, ankle is in a line here. Okay, here we go. Take an inhale, 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 inhale. Bow the top ribs here. And as you exhale, look, he's right there, so I'm not going to go all the way down, but if you can, go for it. Nice stretch into the lateral opening of those hips. And then when you're ready, I'll wait for you to come back to center, coming into that downward facing, and then dropping into that child's pose. Again, take your knees a little bit wider and coming into that child. You can take your arms to the back of the mat, or you can just use your hands to rest your head here. Nice. Take another inhale breath. Come back to center. And let's come into that downward facing dog once again. All right, from here, baby step, front of the mat, coming in a Uttanasana, forward fold. Take your legs mat distance, or actually not mat distance, let's just keep it hip distance here for now. And as you inhale, bend into those knees and come in a Utkatasana. And as you exhale, fold forward. Again, inhale, come in a chair. This time, root to rise and come all the way up. You can lean back a little bit. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Let's come to the long side. So wide side of your mat, coming in a wide angle forward fold here. So finding that long side of your mat, hands on your hips, and folding forward here. So wide angle forward fold. You can always grab hold the back of your calf muscle, or you can start to bring your hands down towards the ankles. I want you to inhale and lengthen halfway here. And as you lengthen halfway, notice I kind of bend my knees, not just a micro bend, but really good, and try to keep my spine tall here. And as I exhale, I fold forward, trying to straighten my legs as I come into that fold. Again, inhale, come up halfway here. And as I exhale, and I fold. Nice. Take your time, bend through that left knee. We're going to come into that Skandasana variation, keeping the right leg straight, left knee bend, left hand comes here. As we inhale and open up here. Nice. Take an exhale breath. Move to other side. Bend through that right knee here. Take another inhale breath here. And opening into that left side. Nice. Beautiful. You can come back and do the same thing once again. This time both hands can rest, or you can take your right arm up overhead like we did earlier. And finding that wide angle fold. Beautiful. Walk to the front of the mat, coming into that garland pose, Malasana. Look for a block. The block should be somewhere close by. And then find that garland variation. Malasana, bringing your hands to the heart center. Very good. Taking your left hand out to the left side of the mat. As you inhale, reach your right arm up overhead, and then exhale and open up. A nice gentle opening here. Breathing in, come back to center, and breathing out to that right side. Inhale and come back, and then exhale all the way down. Look, he does not move an inch from this mat. Breathing in and exhale. He's an assistant teacher here, Take an inhale breath. And then exhale and open here. Next inhale, come back to center. And then next exhale all the way. Very good. Right? Take the block out of the way for now, and then go ahead and sit down here. All right, as you come on your mat, we're going to keep your left knee bent. Excuse me. Hug through that right knee and then open up into that seated pigeon. So remember how we do reclined pigeon in a yoga class? We're going to do seated pigeon today. So your right ankle again in a knee and you have a straight line. So a lot of time when we come in this pose, if you have a tightness in your hips and lower back, people usually start to kind of tilt back and round back. So what I want you to do is keep your hands back and then see if you can inhale and lengthen here. So it's more about lengthening and lifting. And if you have that range of motion, maybe, then lift your hips, pelvis, and bring it a little bit close to that front leg. And again, it could be a lot in the beginning. So just kind of be mindful here. Beautiful. So remember, the key is to stay tall and not to round in your pelvis here. Take another inhale breath. And as you exhale, release. Bring both legs forward and just simply shake it out. Same thing, we're going to do it on the other side. Keeping the right knee bent, external opening of the left leg here, and coming into that seated pigeon. Starting with the fingertips in the back, roll the shoulder head back and lengthen here. Again, staying here or lifting and bringing the hips forward, or you can bring the leg towards you. So it's just all depends how tight you are. My left hip is tight than my right, so I think I'm going to be better if I just stay here. Feeling that sensation. So be mindful, there's no pain. Sensation is okay, but there's no pain when you're doing these poses. We hold a lot of emotions in our lower chakra, especially the bottom two, where the element is earth and water, the Muladhara and Swadhisthana. So anytime we do classes like what we're doing today for the tight hips, on an energetic level, we starting to, bringing all those emotions comes out. So just be mindful of that. One of these days, we'll do a special class on each chakras, as you can see how the chakra system and Vayu system is also connected. Okay, when you're ready, go ahead and take your time. Coming out, soles of the feet comes close together. So just simply finding that seated variation of butterfly legs as you inhale here. And then very gentle exhale, hinge from your hips and folding forward. Again, there's no need to go all the way down. You can just, stay wherever you feel comfortable in your body. Nice, taking your time, using your hands to kind of bring those legs back in. And then we'll end it up at the back of the mat, how we started our class. This time when you come on the back of the mat, we're going to do the exact same thing as Loki's doing. And happy baby, a full happy baby where the soles of the feet go straight up towards the ceiling. But our legs are going to be a little bit wider if you can. And all we're going to do is kind of rock a little bit side to side on that pelvis. And when you're rocking here, just pay attention how much range of motion you have when you roll to your left side versus you roll to your right side. Very good. Go ahead and bring both your legs back down. Extend the left leg straight forward. Hug the right knee into the chest. And then as you exhale, let's come into that recline variation of that twist. Taking your right arm out to the side. Start to pay attention to your breath. See if you can do a little longer exhalation, especially on the on the twist poses. And then come back to center. Very good. Extend the right leg straight. Take an inhale breath and exhale. Left knee comes into the chest. Breathing in. Taking the left arm out to the side, and as you exhale, you're going to start to rotate on that pelvis, and then very slowly, gently coming on your mat in that twist. So finding that reclined twist. And then coming back to center. One last final hug to those knees. You can just kind of come in a gentle rock here side to side. You can do windshield wiper legs. Remember how we did it early in the practice, for both knees. Roll to one side of the mat. And both knees, roll to other side of the mat. It's great to have a low-key on a side for a prop here, right? All right, when you're ready, let's go ahead and straight your legs here. Find that final Savasana. You're most welcome to stay here for a little bit longer for your Savasana. Otherwise, go ahead and take your time, roll to one side of your mat, and then bring yourself up in that comfortable seat. Coming back to your breath, inhale and exhale. And bring your hands to the heart center. Draw the chin into the chest, thumbs to your third eye. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. I hope you enjoyed the practice today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your experience in the comment below. Until next time, namaste.